Hey y'all, this is a little story of gratitude I wanted to share. You've been so kind in giving me all these birthday wishes, so I wanted to give you, this is my birthday gift to you. So when I discovered this last week, I was compelled to tell the story and I wanted to share it. So today is an anniversary of my birth 60 years ago, 60 years. Anniversaries are really remembrances of moments that choices were made for us, by us or for us. But sometimes, as in this case, you don't have a choice. So last week, on February 13th and 14th, on Valentine's Day, I celebrated my 25-year anniversary of sorts, surviving a removal of a tumor, a golf ball-sized tumor at the base of my brainstem. This is a daily diary that my daughter's mom kept, starting a week prior to surgery. It included doctor details, procedures, risks, potential outcomes, and most importantly, all of you who called, visited, and sent cards and food to the house and anything else that gave my family hope. They needed hope because the location of the tumor, the prognosis was mixed. I had a 50-50 chance of survival. If I survived, I might have been blind or deaf or on a respirator for the rest of my life, and I certainly was not going to be adopting a baby. So survival was all or nothing. If I lived, how was I going to prepare for potentially being blind or deaf or on a respirator? And how was I going to be a parent? So I wanted to give a shout out to a very dear friend and an amazing, brilliant doctor and nutritionist, Keith Schiller. He was unrelenting to me about completely focusing on recovery rather than survival. I had 2 months to prepare for surgery, so he prescribed a strict regimen of juice cleanses and eating 6 measured meals a day, practicing yoga every day, practicing meditation every day. I was constantly reminded it's not about a goal or outcome. I was constantly minded it's about the practice. When you practice, outcomes manifest. By focusing on recovery, I meant I was already surviving. It meant I already survived. So it was exploratory surgery for about 11 and a half hours. And at about hour 11, they woke me up. They got to wake you up to check to see if they didn't put any extra holes in your head and make sure they didn't make any mistakes. So they woke me up and asked me my name. And then they asked me where I was, Columbia Presbyterian Hospital. And then they asked me what day it was. And it was a Saturday, February 14th, 1998. It was a day before Friday the 13th. So was it going to be an unlucky day, or was it going to be a lucky day of love and life? So I was doing so well that the doctors put me under again and worked on me for another 2 hours. And in that time, during that 2 hours, they discovered an aneurysm that would have killed me if they sewed me up 6 months later. And they resected part of the tumor that would have prevented me from breathing on my own. So it took me about half the time to recover, about 4 months. And here I am. So in some way, we have all collected a few unimaginable scars, physical and emotional. Mine are very small compared to most. But without this one, and the picture that I posted last week, shaved head and like a hangman scar, which was the scar it was a picture taken about 12 days after I had surgery. I would have never been a father or a husband, and would have never known all of you, new, old, good, and dear friends who have made this first half of my journey incredible. My daughter, Asher Diamond, now is 24 years old, and she recently got engaged. And she's my forever reminder of how lucky I am to be here. So all these small gestures that you guys make, like a Facebook happy birthday, or shout outs, or congrats to people on a wedding, a new gig, a new baby, or a gesture of support and honesty about a family tragedy, are really more meaningful than one might think. especially from people that you haven't spoken to in years. So some people in this diary are no longer with us. My daughter's mom, Annie, who meticulously authored this keepsake, are one of those people. And she succumbed to cancer last year. I miss how she and my daughter were like this, and that she's not going to be around for her wedding and to see her children's children. So our time on this earth is precious and finite. And we all wish we had more to share. And it should always be about time spent, or how it should be well spent and spent with gratitude. I always say is gratitude is a welcome friend that's always in your pocket, right where you left it. But you need to take it out. So I took this out. I was lucky to get this. This is another piece that I was able to look at and see everyone. So, but there's something else. And it's in this magic box. So I want to share it with you next time, and I'm going to share a little bit more than I have. But I really wanted to say I appreciate, I just appreciate everybody. It's great to hear your stories and great to hear that you're doing okay. It's great to hear when you're not okay. And thanks for being around. Thanks for being here. Gratitude, love, peace. I'm out.